Hi, welcome to LEC Postgame Lobby, where I'm joined by Rekkles and Guldborg. We have a bit of a special edition for you guys today. We will, of course, talk about the first 2 days of groups, but here's a twist. I have brought some spicy sauces from Korea for a hot sauce challenge with our analysts. Now, we also ordered some chicken, I guess. Well, can we... One sec. Yeah, can we get some chicken right now? If it's...
Now? You need the chicken now?
Yeah, if that's possible, please.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay. Come in.
Do you know how hard it is to get chicken after casting? Seriously, guys.
Dude,
Just
so
get it from
fast.
red side, bro.
That's
Thank you so
fine.
much.
That's fine. Okay, so
That was great.
Stop.
Nice fun,
stop feeding, get fed.
right?
All I can say is good luck, lads.
Well,
I know you guys love your spicy food. The last one, gonna be great.
Are those the spicy chicken nuggets
Thank
already?
you.
Or is this normal nuggets?
Thank you,
looks
Big
spicy
Shots.
already.
And thank you, Just Eat, of course, for delivering this chicken. If you like this Hextech chest, you keep your eyes out. You might be able to win one very soon on social media. Let's get to it, guys.
Really?
Ready?
No, not
You're
now.
not so much into
already.
spicy food, right? But, okay, remember, if you don't feel well, you can just head out. We'll take care of you guys as much as we can, of course.
He's Swedish, I'm Danish. Our spicy cuisine.
Yeah, we're not set up for this.
Yeah, it's not the best
It's really not in our
thing you
genes,
have
okay?
there.
That's all I'm saying.
Shall we
I've
start?
been nervous all weekend, but now it's peaking.
No, me too, yeah.
this
Yeah.
is- oof.
Playing
It's a
League of
journey
Legends is
together.
easy, actually.
Like, we're going through this together.
Yeah, we do it together.
I feel like it's a good
And I'll be
bonding
joining you
experience.
guys,
We're
actually.
having a lot of this.
So I'll put the bread here just in case.
right.
Yeah.
So we all do it together. You show us the way.
Yeah, we do it
We'll
together.
follow.
We do it together,
Yeah.
step by step. It's
Do you-
going
do
to
you
go
want-
through
do you want some of the
the
one?
different
I'll
difficulties.
help
So
you
I
here.
recommend you
That's a
dip it
lot.
like
That's
this.
wait. That's.
Is that what we're supposed? Is this? I don't know how strong this
That's
is.
okay. This one is like some
'Cause it's all Korean.
mild spicy mayo.
But it's mild for Korea.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
Going
What are
together.
the main takeaways from the games that we saw today? 2-1 on the side of BDS, who came back against Heretics, and the quick swift on the side of G2 against Goy.
You can
So
take the first.
Take a
question.
bite first, and then we try to answer. Okay.
I don't know.
That's really good, actually.
Okay.
This
Okay.
one is fun.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, what are the main takeaways from today? What did you learn about the games, learn about the teams?
Okay,
Did we
this
see
one's not
more
that
from
spicy,
YouTube?
actually. This one is
Yeah,
not
you
that
can
bad.
one-shot this one.
Yeah.
So I would say Heretics actually surprised me coming into today.
Yeah.
I thought they had a really good idea of what they wanted to do in the first game with their mage bot and playing around VTO. And then they sort of overdid it, and then did it again, and you never really got to see another side
Yeah.
of Heretics, and I would have liked to see something else when Kai'Sa was out.
I feel like it came down
Burning
to...
a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, now it is actually. I kind of regret putting an extra one. You know, it's already getting
No, I
very
took an
hot.
extra
And then
one.
like, yeah,
But I feel like it
did
came
too.
down to macro and execution in the end for Heretics, which is not something we could have anticipated, I think. And on the other side, BDS, who were underperforming individually, I feel like they came together more in this.
I think it was a kind of series where both teams had to kind of grasp what they were playing against,
Mm-hmm.
and you heard that from Adam as well. They weren't really expecting him or them playing up towards the top side. And I think it makes a lot of sense in some of the adaptations
Yeah.
to see as well. Second game where Shio rather, gets a Lilia, and once that starts happening, you can see that even when Adam gets all these resources put against him from the enemy team, they suddenly find a different win condition elsewhere on the map that you can utilize, with Shio getting so ahead, the objective stacking, them finding the invades, and Heretics suddenly being pushed back.
Are there some... We're gonna dive into the second one, if you will.
Really?
Alright.
Are you guys
Already?
ready?
What is this one?
So this
Are you
one
guys
was,
ready?
was this one supposed
This
to be
one,
spicy?
yeah,
It's
this
a
one is
little
like
bit.
mild, spicy mayo. It's
Okay.
actually really good. Shout out to Jisan from the LCK for hooking me up with
Yeah,
this.
shout out, Jason.
Yeah, you're gonna hate her in a few seconds.
Yeah.
Let's dive into the second one.
Okay, okay, that, wow, that,
Okay,
that
it is really
red
red.
like
Can I have
blood.
can I have close up here, please, just to
think
show
I
the
try to be
audience
a bit
how
careful with this one.
red this one
Oh
is.
my god.
Why is it
Jesus
so red?
Christ. I don't know, this looks like,
Why is it so red?
did you see this be put in?
I actually think
I
I'm
did.
gonna die here with you guys. Okay, second
Did you
question.
die on this one?
Is this too much?
Oh come
I
on,
went this one.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Cheers.
dude.
Well, you're a very seasoned.
Cheers.
Okay,
what-
cheers.
Cheers.
Are there any bait champions that we can identify from the meta after these first 2 days? Any wrong read on the side of some teams? How do you see the meta shaping up and evolving?
1 second.
Yeah. In terms of bait picks,
Because we saw Ivan for the first time, I don't think it was executed quite well. Which is
I thought they
something-
had a good early game. I
Yeah.
thought the early game actually went really well for the Iron. in the beginning. I think it's the way it got carried out later on that was a bit iffy. I'm not sure it's necessarily a bait, but some of the Jaxes we've seen so far haven't really taken over the games, but also and already from the series we're watching today that a lot of people's going to say, oh, B didn't play too well against Sugenda, but he also had a lot of resources against him with Malrang being top the entire time, and the same can kind of be said for Adam as well, because they had so much against him. So it's hard to grasp it in that way. Other than that, I'm trying to run through. Well, Ashe seemed like a big.
Yeah, I wanted to say Ashe as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we've only seen one game, and I would never play it with Alistar myself. I'd play with Braum or Milio always, or not play Ashe. But the way it looked in that game was not good.
No.
It was not good.
No, it was not.
It was poor laning phase, poor mid game, poor late game. I feel like with another support maybe, but I thought there would be more Ashe. She was actually on my bingo card for the weekend.
All right.
And we only saw one game, and it wasn't even with the combo. So I'm a bit surprised with how that was done by the teams.
What has been your...
This one was fine, actually.
This
for
one
me.
is fine?
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah, I'm
back of your
surprised.
throat, but it doesn't really like the other one actually burned on my tongue a bit, but this
Yeah.
one's just in the back of my throat.
You didn't
How
put
is it
a
for
lot
you?
on it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sorry, you said what? What did you say?
You didn't put a lot on
Oh,
it.
I thought it was plenty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's move to the next one then.
God damn it.
What has been the biggest surprise here? Because when you look at how the groups played out so far, I think SK beating Fnatic 2-0 must have been one. But
Probably
yeah,
SK, yeah.
anything, the most surprising result was SK. The way they did it, or Fnatic underperforming? How do you?
I think the way they did it, especially game one, was really impressive.
I think a
They
lot
were
of people are not
super
giving
clean in
SK
game
credit
one.
for actually getting that 2-0.
Yeah.
And of course, I agree with a lot of the sentiment. I don't think it was the strongest Fnatic that showed up on the day, but I also think that SK completely, you can't disregard them taking a 2-0 series. They earned that themselves. In the same regard, the fast play that they had as well, excuse me, with some of their early, like their willingness to just flip these objectives and go for it immediately. Like, remember some of the Barons as
Yeah,
well?
the Barons were crazy.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane. Whereas I remember Veddy's being like, oh, my notes, I wrote Fnatic at 20, but it keeps being SK. And I mean, it was as well, right? So it's
I
like...
actually asked Exakik off camera yesterday after our PGL who was making those calls, and he said it was something they were doing collective off of the tempo. So he mentioned briefly on the PGL that tempo is really important when you're playing these melee supports, because it's about finding the right timings to dive and make plays. Meanwhile, before it was not as clean cut off when you should be playing, and he said that they were really good on this yesterday, and that's when they found their Baron timing. So it seems like they actually found a pretty good sense of the patch, maybe a bit of a better sense maybe than Fnatic on the patch, because Fnatic seemed to struggle a lot with which champions they were playing and
Grab
how
another
they were
one.
playing.
Yeah, Seri might be a bit of a bait. Even
all
with
over the
Crownie
place.
winning on it today as well,
Thank you.
still not fully...
I will ask you guys to put a bit more sauce on the next nugget and on the next.
Even when it gets stronger?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
You guys have had it easy so far.
How much
Like,
stronger is, like, what would you say is the
what's the
multiplier
difference
between these ones?
This one said extremely hot, and there was a chicken with fire in its mouth.
Yeah, but
Because the flies are really liking it.
Yes,
it's,
I can see
they
that. I'm
are
not
they
happy
are
for
the
it,
same
that's all I'm
brands.
saying.
They are the same brands.
They are the same
They look
brand.
Just-
almost the same.
Yeah.
Okay, well, how do you put... Okay, can we compare, just you not... Look.
I put way more than you guys.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Alright.
Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. This is for sure good enough, isn't it?
All right. Cheers.
Happy with mine?
But yeah, considering everything you said and the fact that
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's
SK came together against Fnatic, and Excel is actually playing well as a unit as well. What can we anticipate when it comes to the best of 3 they're gonna play against each other tomorrow?
I mean,
Fine.
it's kind of burning more,
Okay.
but it's not in the throat. This one's a lot on the tongue.
playable, yeah.
Yeah, for sure
Alright.
playable.
So your question was about XLSK
Yeah,
series.
SK,
Yeah,
let's
can
get.
you repeat that? Sorry, what was
What
that?
do we think is gonna happen during this series, given how the teams have been playing and the fact that Excel now looks like a team,
Thank you.
and SK also managed to bounce back at the right moment?
I was really impressed by XL's adaptation to the patch, because I had this view of them being a late game team, and kind of scared of the early game, maybe even unaware of what to do in the early game. And then you saw them yesterday against the Mad Series, sorry. And they were really,
Yeah, I'm alright.
they were really on point with the champions they were playing, and the team fighting was really clutch. Multiple members finding flanks, and I think Odam had a really good Rumble series, even though that's probably not going to be an option for him tomorrow. It just seemed like they were really aware of 13-13, and sort of caught me by surprise, because it doesn't sound right when you say XL is one of the best teams in the league, but that's kind of where we're at.
It is crazy, but I also think Mad Lions really gave them a lot of the priority picks. Like, I remember the game where XL had red side, the two red side picks was Rel and Rumble together on red side once again. Like, it wasn't banned out on blue side if you were gonna go for a different priority pick. They just got Rumble and Rel 2 games in a row. And my mouth is getting really wet. Like, very.
This one is burning a lot.
It's burning. Yeah, it's gonna stay like for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Like this.
So
but
is this the
you can
moment to
drink
drink some milk, maybe?
Yeah.
we can have a little bit maybe.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
you wanna?
Oh, cheers with you guys.
Yes, skål.
We'll drink some milk, talk about the last series, and I think we can wrap it like this because I don't know how much we're gonna be able to talk after the last one.
What?
Yeah.
But in that sense, Mad was actually quite disappointing to me because
Yes.
when I thought about the patch, I was thinking, this
This is
Mad
so
Lions
good
patch.
for Mad Lions. Yes.
This is their patch, and they were probably the team the entire weekend maybe that had the worst read in my mind on
Yeah.
the patch. They played a hyper-scaling comp in game
Yeah.
one with a tank top. That doesn't make any sense to me.
But
I
they
also-
felt disjointed for a long time now. I mean, for me, when I look at Mad Lions before MSI and Mad Lions ever since they came back from MSI, I don't see them working as a unit as much as they were before. And I don't feel like they're on the same page, and maybe it translates to the meta read they have. We'll see. They're gonna maybe be able to come back.
It's a tough series
For
against
next week.
Fnatic.
Yeah.
I mean, tough for both teams, and that's do or die for Fnatic.
And Mad.
And Mad still have
not with the
their
season finals, of course, yeah.
but for the split it's do or die for them as well. So it's a tough series to have. I've been in that series, that split, so I understand how much pressure there is.
Very true.
And last series and last Nuggy also. Then we're gonna see here.
this is
Yeah,
gonna be
the third one was really tough.
Guys,
I
it
can
was-
feel how my
I can tell you right now, this will kill us.
It was pleasure doing
It
content
will
with you.
genuinely kill us, and it will
my
probably
speaking
kill
ability
all
has been
well.
tough on the third.
I think this one is, I think
This
I'm
one
taking
might,
a risk by doing
yeah.
it like this.
Okay, well, I'd be very gentle with this one.
You guys
This
did-
might
did
be a
it
lot
really
of
well.
this.
It smells really bad. It actually smells really bad.
Why did I do that before?
Did you smell it?
Yes, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
I'll
it.
just jump
Okay.
in.
Okay.
It's like when you jump into the ocean, you just have to jump in. You should
Right.
feel the water.
Sum me up. What do you expect? Cheers. From the G2 versus BDS series we're gonna have tomorrow as well.
Okay. You ready?
After the nugget.
After the Nuggy.
Yeah, we can do it before cheat, but yeah, okay. You ready?
Yeah, let's do
Alright,
it.
let's do it.
That tastes weird.
That tastes very, very weird.
That really doesn't taste good.
Just the taste of it was really weird. The other ones were actually quite good, I think.
It's fine. Is that a bait though? Like,
Probably, yeah.
is it gonna stay fine?
It's fine for now.
So G2BDS series, we should go quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go for it. Oh, it's definitely coming.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see Adam versus Broken Blade because I think Broken Blade actually had a tough series today. Okay, I will lead. So I think Broken Blade actually had a tough series today. Maybe something they pre-planned with the Jax because Jax as a blind could have issues as we saw.
Yeah.
But Adam had a really good series today, so it feels like they're on very different sides of the spectrum. And I'm really interested to see
Yeah.
how that matchup goes.
I think
I feel like G2 will be heavily favored
For sure,
on
as
other parts of
always.
the map, but I'm really interested to see how the top lane matchup goes because I feel like that's an avenue of attack for
I think mid lane will be really good as well, just because Nuke's Jace today was actually pretty good. It gets worse when you speak a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Well,
does.
maybe it's just me. But yeah, Nuke's Nuke's Jace was pretty good as well.
Cheers.
And I also think Caps had a really good performance. Maybe a bit iffy in the laning phase in the first game, but outside of that, you know, it's still them showing up. It's still them getting all the objectives, especially in the early game. Like, just remember back to the first game as well, where it's so early in the game that they have the third drake, 19 minutes, and sold by the 24 minutes, right? That's pretty crazy. So
You're so good, man.
I think I am. No, you're so good.
So hot.
Wonderful segment. I think that.
You're doing so good, Martin, honestly.
I can feel my entire body sweating.
Yeah, me too. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Okay. Do you want to finish your point?
I don't even
I
know
lost
where I was
track of
taking
time.
it.
Talking about Caps,
Yeah,
and I wanted to help you, but
Yeah,
I
okay,
forgot.
go on. No, help me.
So, I have a lot of respect for Caps because he was not performing that well in spring. MSI was quite tough, I think. And then we did the segment today and had almost first in all the stats. And those kind of bounce backs, sorry for not being able to speak properly.
Yeah.
Those
That's
kind of
I get it.
are really impressive, I think, for players to do because it takes a lot of mental fortitude to be able to bounce back after having so much flack from the community, probably a lot of
Right.
negative feelings from yourself and your teammates to really bounce back and to do really to play well. I think Caps is doing an amazing job actually in these last games.
And I think as well, even for the bot lane, you know, just continuing to elevate themselves. Like, it felt like the Draven got figured up, especially when we got to the internationals, where it's like, oh, handsome Draven, it got locked in, it looked fine against BLG in the beginning, and then they started losing the game. So now it feels like they're also finally not winning their games based off the cheese picks that they used to in the past, but it feels like it's actually good macros.
It's like they have an
out
endless
for it.
supply of anything.
That's
Like
the
they
thing.
have Kog'Maw, Kalista.
And
I
it's
think
so
that's what-
interesting
yeah.
because BDS was the team last split where I was like, this is the team who has really good understanding
let's
of
take your last
objective
one.
control. And
Yeah.
Of which one?
As they had last split.
The last
Are we
one.
doing
The last
one more?
one.
Yeah.
What?
And then we're gonna wrap it. Ah, come on. Let's be brave.
I feel like I lost the sensitivity.
Yeah,
Is that how
my
you call
mouth
it?
Yeah,
doesn't
but
do
my
anything
mouth is
either.
numb
It's
completely.
like you have, yeah.
It's like I got electrocuted the week before. We had
Can we stop
LEC, now I
hurting
get-
people?
I think it's really good content.
Yeah.
I hope the viewers like this because I definitely actually do not probably like it as much as they do. But
Did we have to work tomorrow?
this was your idea.
Yeah,
And you're right, we do have to
I'm
work
regretting
tomorrow.
everything right now. But-
Well, did you
Okay, this
eat
one
your
is hitting
second?
harder. I think.
Oh, it's so bad taste.
I feel
Okay.
like.
But yeah,
I'm
I love
sniffling.
the fact
Is that
that
what
we
you call it
got.
in English?
Yeah.
Sniffling?
I think so as well.
A little bit.
I think we got exposed internationally by the way we were planning for setups, fights, and stuff like this, and it feels like G2 is making an effort into making this better for them. And also, I mean, they're so above lots of teams right now. It feels in the LEC that they can be allowed to take such risks.
I really appreciate their macro.
Thank you.
How to say their macro test this summer
Yeah,
to win games without killing enemy. That's such a powerful thing to have in your arsenal, and that's such a non-G2 thing. So the fact that they were able to actually go through that process, get everyone on board for that process is really, like, it really speaks to how much they're trying
Yeah.
to make something special here, and how maybe we're witnessing one of those rosters that is something else, something special.
I agree. And I want to see more teams going into this direction as we're gonna go to the best of fives and the season finals. If that's guys with you guys, I think we're gonna wrap because GB, are you fine?
I'm crying.
Okay. That was all for us here tonight. I hope you enjoyed the content as much as we did. Make sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll have the winners of Group A and Group B face off for a spot in the summer playoffs on the line. Have a good night, everyone. We're gonna take the PGL selfie
It's gonna be a
before
great selfie.
GB starts crying completely.
I am crying.
Thank you
But it's
guys so
okay.
much for playing along.
Why are we
Honestly,
doing this?
I'm coming around.
it's been great content.
Coming.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
was
Thank
warm.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
This is
That was great.
Level 6, it's still big, but Adam's just going to be able to ult flash out. Safety, he's ticking, he's burning, but it's first blood coming through. All but Crowning just going to get deleted. No, Guldborg's out. No, FLICKR is not today.
Play with Kai'Sa. Nice.
I can go.
I'm doing Drake, okay? Drake is down. Kai'Sa is smurfing, Kai'Sa is smurfing. Kill her and go Nash.
Getting pushed back by Evie now, going to try to hold on to the Cold Beak, trying to get a bit more healing. He's sidestep Evie's Q3, and he does. Adam holding on for so long. The dash out to save team. He can't make it out of this one. But yes, he can. No way, Evie. Oh my goodness. Corny potential fight team Heretics now seeing an angle to try to force a fight here in the mid lane. LeBron holding on to ultimate, going right back into the fight. What in turn from LeBron. The confidence to pull the trigger. All of BDS immediately follow up. Safety, this is terrible for BDS. Here comes BTO. Is going to follow up. That's the mark. FLICKR trying to finish the kill. The flash in from BTO and first blood. Circumstances so incredibly favorable before we even get to best of fives. Right now, FLICKR needs to worry about his life on the bottom side as Crowny steps on it. Tries to get some damage down the room. Trading.
Okay, nice. Go top, blue buff.
Insane nuke.
Keep
Keep
chasing. Delay him.
Keep chasing.
Yes.
Nice. Come on. It's big.
Right now, he's level 6 in the top lane. Yike, level 5 in the bottom. Crash down, interrupted by the pulverize, and Yike is just going to get taken out. That was beautifully done by FBA. Flash stopwatch, he's got the belt, he's got a flank angle. Where is the cannon? They don't know! The slicing maelstrom has already picked up a kill onto Hunt Summer, but the Magna Storm and the Pop Blossom turn it back around. It's damage all for Flavors, and all of a sudden, it's Comp running for his life. Somehow, G2 turn it around. There's Broken Blade forces the Dominus out. Slice, dice, Ruthless Predator, the long-range engage from Malrang, and a slam to the face.
Eventually, as they will reset, Larson, don't do it. Larson, don't do it.
Don't
do it. Don't do it.
G2 are starting to run for their lives. Malrang jumps in, smashes down. Lawson gets next. A juicy target.
No, Malone, you died!
Under the tower!
What are you
doing? What is happening? A comedy of errors, but it's beautiful to watch.